What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. I hope you guys enjoy that little cinematic I did. So what we're going to be doing today for the TLX is wrapping some interior parts. So I chose a few parts of the center console, more like a little bit around shifting area, and then the side pieces, and then the ones leading up to the vent. The reason I choose these parts is because I feel like the car has a little bit too much silver on the interior. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna wrap these in gloss black. I think the color is 1080, but don't quote me on that one. I'm gonna link the product down below, so please let me know if this is helpful. I tried to make it as instructional as possible, just because there's not a lot of videos on how to wrap these parts or how to take them off the car. And let me know if you guys enjoy it. Another thing is, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and make sure you smash the like button, just because it helps me out, helps the algorithm, and helps me keep making content like this. So the reason I'm doing the interior first is because the car has too much silver on the inside. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit pieces, see if I can get maybe like a nice balance between the gloss black and the silver that the car already brings. And then hopefully the next video will be doing some exhaust modification. I want to take it to the exterior of the car. But for now, until I get those parts in, I'm going to do some interior pieces. So let's do it. Now, a few things we'll need for this video is going to be some isopropyl alcohol. 70 to 90% is fine. Whatever you need. This is just to make sure that the pieces don't have any dirt in them and make sure that the wrap sticks well. An X-Acto knife. So I already had one from when I previously did other wraps. And then in case you need to change them, mine brought this pack of 9mm knives, so I can always change them as I please. And then we're going to use a glove just because I'm going to be using a heat gun. You can use whatever heat gun you want, but I tend to use a glove just because I don't like using my fingers on the wrap, the material itself. And let's get into it. All right, so the first step here is going to be to just cut the wrap piece a little bit bigger than the actual piece you're going to be wrapping. So for example, right here, I'm going to be doing some of the little shifters on the side, and the piece I'm cutting has to be bigger in order to do two things. One, lay it down nice and smooth, and then be able to tuck the wrap behind the pieces. That way when you put the pieces back into the car, they won't try to lift up, and if they do so, you can do it with an easy fix, which is just tuck them in with like a squeegee or like a debit card you don't use. And then for the next step, what you want to do is you want to lay it down strictly from the middle. So you want to start from the middle and spread outward. And another thing is that because these pieces have a bit of a gap or a dip into them, you always want to make sure that the wrap goes into the dip and outward, or else what's going to happen is you're going to have some air trapped under the wrap, and it's not going to be looking too good. It's going to look very, very bubbly. But another easy fix could be, let's say if you have a heat gun or even a hair dryer, you can use a hair dryer and kind of just lay down the piece, and eventually the wrap will stick. It just makes it a bit harder on you. And at last but not least, the most important part, which is the cutting itself. Once you've laid down the wrap, everything has it spread outward, and you have tucked the pieces a little bit with the wrap, you have to cut out the leftovers. And here I'm going to show how to do it for the vent, just because I wrapped everything around it and then left the vent pieces as a whole. So what I like to do is I like to cut in an X form and then kind of fold them inward and behind the piece. This will make it seem like the parts were actually painted instead of wrapped. Also, as a personal preference, I didn't want to keep the matte black, so I pretty much just wrapped everything in the gloss black wrap. Guys, so unfortunately, because it is nighttime right now, I am unable to show you how it will look essentially on the car. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast forward this video until tomorrow morning, where I'm going to start putting the pieces back together, and then I'll have a comparison. And then what I'll do is I'll have a side-by-side comparison of the two pictures, One's showing the stock and then the other one's showing what it looks like now. Again, I'm just trying to figure out the right balance between the silver and the gloss black. So I may wrap a few other pieces around the interior, but as of now, these are the main ones I really wanted to focus on. But let me know if this video was helpful. Don't forget to the like button for me and help the algorithm out. And then I'll catch you guys in the next video. Hopefully I can do something more entertaining. I'm looking to rebuild my wheels. On top of that, I'm looking to also get the exhaust system done. I'm looking for something with like a quad tip with a custom exhaust system. So stay tuned for that, and then catch you guys in the morning.
Just do it, Nike.
We are nothing more than dust.